heartfelt welcome to the Channel Knowledge series. I'm Beenish, Associate Editor, Channel 360 MEA, a sister concern of Accent Infotech Media. This series is dedicated to delving into the world of channel businesses, uncovering their strategies, assessing their profitability, and exploring growth opportunities within the Middle East and Africa region. So today we have with us someone who is always looking for a challenging role, both in direct and channel sales. He holds more than 2 decades of experience. His strengths include account management, channel development, man management, and business development. I welcome Abdul Rehman Regional Director for the Middle East at SolarWinds, to today's Channel Knowledge series. Okay, Abdul, so coming to the first question. Currently, the global IT market does not look very bullish. How is SolarWinds faring in such a scenario?
Well, first of all, Beenish, good morning, and thank you for having me on this amazing interview series. I've been following you guys for quite some time, so I'm really glad to be here. Your first question is actually a very interesting question, because for us as SolarWinds, globally and locally here in the Middle East, we've been growing year on year and quarter on quarter. We've been having some good quarters. Last Q2, our public results were out, and we were doing really well. So for us as a market, it's something that we're focusing on, which is growth as a company. And we've launched some new initiatives like the hybrid cloud observability, like SolarWinds observability, which are two platforms that are going to help us grow in the region. So I know there are some challenges globally from an IT perspective, but especially in the Middle East, the way we are growing as a company, and also Middle East on its own with its new initiatives, I think we're in a good place.
But as per the GDP forecast, even a Middle East market is not spared. So, and as you are saying that SolarWinds is doing good. So what is the reason? How are you handling those situations, which is actually really helping you to grow?
Well, in the case of the Middle East, GDP aside, as you know, there are so many initiatives taken by the government, so many initiatives taken by most of our customers as well, which is investment in the technologies that will help them grow in the future. As we came out of COVID, Middle East was one of the fastest growing regions in the world, right? We were the first countries to actually exit out of COVID and let people come in. And we've seen a lot of influx of technologies as well that have come in from outside. A lot of companies investing in the Middle East coming in. So GDP numbers aside, I think again, the initiatives taken by the government, the initiatives taken by the local entities there as well, have helped us as SolarWinds and other vendors as well to invest in the region, to put more people on the ground and grow with the Middle East.
Okay, so what would be the key 3 or 5 differentiators for the Middle East market versus global? I'm sure you have said many, but if you are if you're asked to just say it as 3 key differentiators or 5 key differentiators for MEA or Middle East.
Well, for the Middle East, if you look, for example, we are one of the first in the region that has a minister for AI. So if you take that into consideration, artificial intelligence, machine learning, all these things are something that we are focusing on in the Middle East. I think that shows the direction, the vision that the Middle East region has in terms of what they want to do from a technology perspective. And you look at the other thing as well, cloud adoption, right? Cloud adoption is very important. And again, Middle East is a pioneer in one of those. We've already seen Amazon, Azure, Google, to name just a few cloud entities that have entered into the Middle East and are growing and expanding as well. When you talk about some of the GSIs, some of the hyperscalers, some of the partners, even the local partners that are growing in the region, they've adopted MSP models. They've adopted technologies that were unheard of in the past. So if you take those 2-3 things into consideration, you'll see that the Middle East is positioned very nicely for growth in the coming years.
And what kind of an investment is SolarWinds making in the Middle East to tap the most?
Well, that's a very interesting question because in the Middle East, we always had it. We always had presence in the Middle East, but from our global HQ in EMEA, um, what we've done in the past is we've actually added feet on the ground. So, myself joining SolarWinds in the Middle East, we've got quite a few salespeople now. We've got a dedicated channel person. We've got technical people in the region as well. From an investment perspective, obviously Saudi is another key market that we're looking at. So we're expected to open an office there and have feet on the ground in Saudi as well. Again, focusing on customers and channel partners. So from a SolarWinds perspective, the Middle East is definitely a focus area. As I said, there is still a lot of potential for growth, even though we are growing year on year. So you'll see SolarWinds expanding in the Middle East.
Okay. Any numbers that can be given?
Unfortunately, we can't share a lot of numbers in terms of our performance in the Middle East, but I can tell you we're in double digits in terms of the number of people we have on the ground, and we're growing year on year and quarter on quarter. So we're establishing a good setup here, and we have a big team.
It's been over the past 5 years or 2 years?
What again? That's a very interesting question because SolarWinds is a 20-year-old company, right? We've got presence in the Middle East in some sense for longer than 15 years. I know customers who've been using our product for 15 years. I know partners who have been channel partners with us for more than 15 years. I joined 2 years ago, so I started the local Middle East operations 2 years back. As I said, we were catering to Middle East from Ireland for more than 10 years. And in the last 2 years, in fact, it's my second year anniversary today. We've almost quadrupled the number of people on ground here in the Middle East. So I think yes, in the last 2 years, we've seen a big jump in the number of people and the investments done in the Middle East. And hopefully we look at growing even more.
Okay. Firstly, congratulations for your second
Thank
anniversary
you.
at SolarWinds in the Middle East. Uh, so, how do you see the importance or value of channel? Because you see, as you've mentioned, that your direct presence was not there, but your channel partners were there taking your solutions and products to the customers. So, how do you value them in your business, and how do you foresee the opportunities for your partners in this year, considering now that you have a presence there as well and with a good, nice, decent team also in place?
Oh, again, it's a great question. SolarWinds in the Middle East has actually been one of the pioneers from a channel perspective. So we were one of the first regions to introduce value-added distribution focused on building the channel ecosystem. Since last year, we've had a transform partner program, which has made a huge difference in the way we work with channel. Just taking a step back from me personally, I come from a background of channel. I've worked with channel partners. I've worked with distribution. I've focused a lot on building relationships with channel partners as well. Channel is critical for us as SolarWinds and critical for the region as well to grow. If you look at some of the GSIs that have a hold here, we have now a GSI team for SolarWinds that looks specifically after GSIs. So channel is critical for us. The partner program, the transform partner program enables channel partners to grow with us. And again, specifically if you talk about the Middle East, it's not a very big market when it comes to working with GSIs or working with some of the strategic channel partners that we have. But we have a good base. We have some value-added distributors catering to some important regions, and I personally believe that we're just getting warmed up. We're just getting started in terms of working with channel partners and growing with them.
Okay, so what is your channel hierarchy now that you have mentioned value-added distributors, GSIs, local partners? So what is your channel hierarchy? And if you can give me, I'm sure you can give me a breakup for your GSIs and the partners and the VADs in Middle East.
Yeah, so we've got a tier two model. So we've got basically value added distributors in UAE, Saudi, Egypt, Pakistan, and Turkey. On top of that, we have the strategic partners that we work with. So in our partner program, we have three tiers: advanced, elite, and premier. We have obviously some high-end elite partners that we work with. These guys are focused. They have certifications. They've spent a lot of time, enabling themselves and working closely with SolarWinds. So we work with them through distribution, and then we also have advanced and elite partners, which are slightly newer or fresher partners that are coming in to the SolarWinds ecosystem, looking to work with us, looking to establish that relationship and grow with us and actually become, elite partners as quickly as possible. So that's the model that we have. From a GSI perspective, that team is managed globally out of our Singapore team. So we have dedicated channel managers that look after the GSIs, and I think that's again crucial for us in terms of growth, because GSIs, as you know, they cover the entire globe, right? It's not just specific to Middle East, and for that particular reason, they need the focus. They need a lot of love as well from our side. So we've got a separate team. I can't name all the GSIs because we actually work with almost all the major GSIs based out of APAC.
Okay, but any number that these many VADs or these many GSIs and this is the mix of GSIs and local partners, if any number?
Right. So in terms of VADs, as I mentioned, we've got two that look after UAE and Saudi. We've got one that looks after Pakistan, and we've got one that looks after Egypt. That's for the Middle East. I can't comment, unfortunately, for the region outside. And from a GSI perspective as well, I'm not sure of the exact number, but from what I've heard and what I've seen so far, we work with more than five or six of the global GSIs at this moment. I think that number is growing, and it will keep growing as the number of GSIs grows as well. But I think we cater to the maximum number of GSIs that are available at the moment. We have a strong team. We have a team of more than 4 or 5 people looking after GSIs out of APAC.
Okay. And recently you have given a new look to your Transform partner program. So if you can elaborate on that, and then the next thing will be, if while elaborating, if you can conclude by 3 or 5 key benefits that it carries for the partners.
Sure. So the Transfer Partner Program was launched last year. It's a massive achievement for us at SolarWinds, especially since before that, we did not have a very specific channel partner program. It was basically you sign up and then you start working with us directly. So, just to give you a bit of a background, the Transform Partner Program actually won a 5-star rating at the CRN, which is a big deal for us because again, as I said, it's literally just been with us for 1 year, and it's constantly evolving. So the transfer partner program basically enables the partners to go through the tiers very quickly. We've got three tiers. We've got the advanced, we've got premier, we've got elite. Elite partners are obviously the high end partners, the highly certified partners, the partners that we have business plans with, that we have rebates with. They can accrue MDF as well. So it gives them a lot of ability to grow as we grow in the region. But that's not just one thing, right? We don't want to be only focused on the elite partners. We want the advanced and we want premier partners to grow with us as well. And we have the mechanism to enable them to grow up quickly with us. Then we've got a very lucrative MDF and rebate program built into the transfer program. So, for example, if you're a distributor with us or if you're an elite partner with us, you can accrue MDF, you can accrue rebates. Profitability is a key thing for a lot of the partners. So we want to make sure that they have the right certifications and get certified quickly, so they can provide pre-sales and post-sale support, and create SLAs that help them become profitable as well. On top of that, we are making a shift towards cloud first and subscription first. We have an MSP model built into the Transform Partner Program as well, which enables partners to offer SolarWinds as an MSP, offer them through a subscription model, offer them through a cloud model, and what again that enables them to do is be profitable, cater to a different set of customers, and work closely with us as well. So these are just a couple of things that we've done from a Transform Partner Program perspective. Obviously, distributors or value-added distributors are a key part of this program as well. So we've got MDF, we've got rebates for them locked into these. So the more business that they do with us, the more value they can accrue with us as well. Yeah, if you add all of this into perspective, that's the reason why in such a short time we've actually gotten a 5-star rating from a partner perspective. One key thing that is, since I come from a vendor background as well, one of the key things is the trust that you want to build with the partners, right? So protecting them through deal registrations, making sure that the partner portal is accessible, getting them all the information they need on the partner portal. All of that is critical for us for this Transform Partner Program to succeed. And so far, we're seeing that it's doing a great job, and we keep enhancing it, we keep adding more and more into it, and providing more value to our channel partners.
Okay, correct me if I'm wrong, but this Transform Partner Program, uh, as I can make out, is a channel enablement program. Or will you be looking at expanding your channel presence as well through this?
Well, that's a good point, right? Because see, channel enablement is definitely something important for us, and the Transform Partner Program enables us to do that, to certify, to ensure that the partners have the right skill set, so that they can go and log into the partner program and get the information that they need. But it's not just an enablement program as such. It will allow us as SolarWinds to recruit more partners as well, to get more partners, signed up. And as I was mentioning, there are catering to different customer sets, catering to different um, verticals. A lot of that is important. We don't have a huge partner market, so we don't want 200, 300 partners, where we cannot focus with them, where we cannot help them as well. But for sure, the Transform Partner Program will enable new partners to come on board as well, learn quickly, get hang of what SolarWinds does. We have a very diverse portfolio. Just to give you an example, the core business has always been about observability, right? About hybrid cloud observability, about monitoring and evolution. But we now have a specialty set of products, ITSM products, database products. So we're actually looking to recruit new partners or specific or strategic partners or specialized partners for these products as well. So you could sign up as a partner to sell database and ITSM and focus on that through the partner program, while we have elite partners that are doing other products as well. So it's a mix of enablement and also bringing in some new fresh mindset in terms of channel partners, GSIs, hyperscalers, into the mix.
Okay, so does GSI fall under a premium partner or no elite partner category or
Well,
a
it
GSI?
it, it depends. It depends really, because again, as I mentioned, the GSI team is managed. GSIs are managed by a different team, so it's up to them on how they want to differentiate between the premier, elite, and advanced partner set. a lot is around certification, a lot is around the business plan that they create. So I think the GSIs are treated in a slightly different way in the transfer partner program through our GSI team.
So you have elite partners, then you have premium partners. Uh, what is
Premier,
the
yes.
yes?
So we have elite partners, which is a top tier. We have premier partners, and we have advanced, which are the new partners that are signing up.
Oh, okay, okay. So, what is the kind of target that you are looking at in terms of increasing your channel base across these three categories? Is it a double-digit growth or a single, or will you be looking at only quality and then roping in? How will it be?
So it's very difficult to put a number around how many people I'm looking, how many partners I'm looking at this particular moment. One word that you mentioned, which is a great thing, is quality. And I think even as channel partners, they deserve the same from us. As I said, I come from a channel background, and what we've seen is that you don't want to sign up 30 partners, and you will not do justice to all those 30 partners. Rather have, whether it's five or six or seven or eight or up to 10, depending on the region, depending on the number of customers we're working with, depending on the verticals that we're working on. Have those set of partners and then focus with them, right? So as I said, we've got a dedicated channel account manager that looks after the entire channel for us, but works very closely with me from a regional perspective. So I would say that the ratio is always going to be 80-20, in terms of 80% of the business comes from 20% of our partners, which are the elite partners, and then the advanced and the premier partners get the ability to come into the mix, get enabled, work with us, and grow and become elite partners. The path from advanced to elite is not that complicated, and that's what we try to do with the Transform Partner Program. Is that new partners, who are excited, who want to do business quickly with us, have the ability to come in and become elite partners.
So, what is that path? Does it only include the kind of business that they do for you, or is it kind of new building new opportunities for SolarWinds in the market? How will they grow?
Yeah, that's again, it's a brilliant question, because there is no specific, for example, path that we can set for them, right? It will be unfair where we say, hey, if you guys do X amount of dollars for us, we'll make you elite. That would be the wrong approach. So in the Transform Partner Program, what we've done is, it's not just about the business. Obviously, we have some targets that we set for them. If you want to become an elite partner or stay an elite partner, you have to hit a target. If you want to become a premier partner, you want to commit to a target and hit that target. But more importantly for us is, how many certifications do you have? How many people do you have that are enabled? How many people do you have that can talk about SolarWinds with their customers? Going to specialty partners, how many specialty certifications do you have? Right? Are you ITSM certified? Are you database certified? And once the partner starts investing in these things, then we start investing back with them. All right, now you've become a premier partner. We'll give you, for example, a rebate or an MDF. If you become an elite partner, that value becomes even more. So the path for a partner is actually set by the partner, right? If they have 20 people in the team and they certify all 20, and they've got 20 account managers, and all the account managers are aligned with us, they will jump from the lowest tier to the highest tier quickly. And we want the partners to pace that jump as well. What we don't want our channel partners to do is, hey, let me become an elite partner in 2 days, and then struggle to meet the criteria that we've given them. So the path is very clear. It's something that we guide you with as well. As I said, we do business plans, We do quarterly discussions with our partners on what the path is for them to grow within SolarWinds.
Okay, that brings me to one interesting point that you mentioned, that the training in your Transform Partner program also includes the pre-sales and post-sales training for your channel partners. But just for my
Yep.
understanding and for my viewers as well, as per the industry estimates, technology services garner more than 40% of net profitability. So, what is the partner profitability margin in this? That's not a business numbers that I'm
Um,
asking.
so
That's from the point of view of the channel partner.
no, absolutely. And again, we want our partners to be profitable, right? Um in fact, if the partners are not profitable, if they don't see value in partnership with SolarWinds, they will not stay partners with us. Now, unfortunately, again, I don't have the exact numbers in terms of profitability as such for our partners. But what I can tell you for a fact is that the partners that work with SolarWinds don't just make profit on selling SolarWinds. There is a lot that goes behind that where they make profit. So what we want our partners to do is make profit on SolarWinds as the product, and then profit as on SolarWinds in a service, and profit on SolarWinds, um, you know, on a renewal. So if you take all of those things into consideration, that's the investment that the partner makes into SolarWinds and the account, and that's what we give them back, right? So if we have a deal registration program, that deal registration program protects the partner's investment from day one. Whether and when we talk about investment, we talk about partners, spending time doing POCs. All of that is an investment from the partner. Time is an investment. So we protect that partner from day one, from the deal registration. Then there is, a set of discounting that we go through. Then we help them or support them in terms of providing post sales support or providing professional services on top. So what we want to do at the end of a cycle with a partner is make sure that they are profitable. And I can tell you that a lot of the partners that we work with, whether they're elite, whether they're advanced, whether they're premier, when we get engaged with them for projects, when we get engaged with them from opportunities, they see the value. Now after the sale or after everything is done, as I mentioned previously, the Transform Partner Program enables them to make MDF. It enables them to make rebates on top of what they've done, right? So, we give them MDF dollars or rupees or dirhams to spend on activities with customers, to spend on activities um, in growing, leads or opportunities. So what I've seen so far is we've got quite a few happy partners that are working with us. They're profitable. They're growing with us as well. They are putting more people, on the ground for SolarWinds as well. So I think from that perspective, profitability is definitely something that we are helping our partners with.
Okay, what about your threat intelligence services? Is channel a part of that network too? I mean, do they really provide services in that particular area? I mean, how do
Um,
they?
we, we don't have a specific threat intelligence platform as such, but every product that we have, from a security perspective, we have quite a few products like security event manager and access right manager. As I mentioned, we have some specialty products like ITSM, and database security, database performance monitoring, on top of our network observability, application observability, database observability platform. And even though we would like some partners to specialize in some of these fields, what we don't want to do is lock partners down in terms of the technologies that they can sell. So when they sign up with us, on the Transform Partner Program, or when they start working with us on the Transform Partner Program, um, they can pick and choose the technologies they want to focus on. And as I was mentioning, if they want to move up the tier, they can basically say that now I'm going to position, X products or X solutions from SolarWinds. And once they get enabled and certified and they start selling that, we will start supporting them.
Okay. Do you have other programs as well running along with this Transform Partner Program, or is it going to be your annual program from going forward?
No, we want to focus on making the Transform Partner Program better each and every quarter from a partner perspective. So the focus is going to be on the Transform Partner Program. We want to add some more stuff in it that excites the partners to continue to work with us. We want to build as much focus as we can in terms of this particular program. As I said, it's just a year old. Uh, it's something that is constantly developing, constantly improving. And even though we do have, the 5-star rating from CRN, we want to continue to improve whatever aspects we can improve. Hopefully get some more awards on the way.
Okay. Uh, are you there in GITEX? If so, what are your expectations from this year?
Oh, so we've participated in GITEX every year since I think 2016 or 2017. I'm not quite sure. But this year, we have quite a bit of presence at GITEX, and again, to show the value that the partners hold for us, and how important partners are for us, we will have two of our value-added distributors on our booth. So Spire and Cybernight, our two value-added distributors, will have presence on the booth. We also expect a lot of other partners to be part of this particular conversation, and obviously, customers and all the other dignitaries that we expect to have at the booth as well. So this year, GITEX is going to be very important for us. We've got, as I mentioned, we've got dedicated channel people, we've got specialty people on the booth as well, ITSM database, to name just a few. We do have quite a big boost in terms of space. I'm not sure exactly how much, but we it's quite bigger than it was last year as well. So that shows that we're investing in the region, investing in our partners, and GITEX is a marquee and critical event for us to succeed in the region.
Okay. With that, we conclude our today's session. We extend our sincere gratitude to Abdul Rehman for sharing his valuable time with us. Not only time, but we really value your insights as well, because it offers our viewers a profound understanding of SolarWinds' current positioning and future aspirations. Thank you. Have a great day. This is Beenish from Channel 360 MEA signing off for now.